Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium at altitude. Altitude that's been piloted by the likes of Young, McMahon, and Detmer, and home to the BYU Cougars. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the UCLA Bruins taking on the BYU Cougars. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Cougars offense takes the field. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Moon. He's got the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down.
And everything looked good on that play. The receiver does a really good job of pushing up field and then coming inside. But what happens when you come inside? You start coming to all those bodies, and those linebackers, those safeties come into play. And those alligator arms sometimes get a little bit short.
Can anyone catch it? Smashes through the tackle. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. BYU right back to the line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Using the quick game. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joe.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So UCLA's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Working the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick pass on the fly motion. Pass to 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
He'll toss it.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just chews up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the returner will be knocked down. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
running to the left. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the run, it's Gordon. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Shaw. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Just needed 3 yards on 3rd down, and they got it with precision execution.
And the QB got the football and got that thing out of his hands. Nice job, nice slant, nice timing route, throw it to the receiver, get it on his body where he can make the play and get the 1st down.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. He lets one fly deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away passing.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Incomplete, the defense holds.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on.
Batted into the air, and it's picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it 1st down at the 40.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll immediately call timeout.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass, after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, Trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
He'll start this drive firing. That's caught. It's Nakua. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. It is great to have a tight end that can do it all and one that can get downfield and make a play.
And I like matching and mixing and matching up the play fake on play action with this tight end because it just gives him a little more time to work his route down the field. Nice play call there by the quarterback.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, BYU!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes and continue to feed this man the ball.
And they did tack on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On second down, he's looking downfield. He's got an open man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
He'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Just a short pass to the tight end.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Getting some heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. First down for this offense. On the ground with the counter. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses to 40. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know what people forget? Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. From the gun, give on the inside. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through, and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They go to the ground. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And it's on the ground. Oh, the loose ball recovered by the offense, but they don't have enough for the first down. It'll be a turnover on downs.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Looking to go up top on first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And the Bruins will snap it on first and 10. Give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Bruins! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Going up top. He's got it inside the 30. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Cougars. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch down the right side. Running toward the tape. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, UCLA.
Number 14.
All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense, back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UCF has the lead right now, but this night's crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside the bounce house. They're up by 7 over Marshall. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Got the back over the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Looking downfield, it's Moon. He's got his man. Looks as if BYU will have a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
What we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
It's complete. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
After the first down completion, it's second and short. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Went up top on second down. That leaves him needing a yard here on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going up top on first down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half.
Set to advance on the football.
Fair catch called for and made. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Quick toss. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
He makes the tackle at the 47-yard line.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. To the ground to try to move the chains. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They believe they can run right here. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And it's right down the boulevard. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
That drop pass was so fucking predictable. It's sad as sick. It's fucking sick, man. It's sick. It's predictable.
Solid effort on that return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on defense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Looking for a man. It's Moon. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
the red zone. He's going to throw it. Caught. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter of the space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Shakes off the defender. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Touchdown, BYU! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
Receivers do this every day, all day. Throw it up. I will go get it. I will stay in bounds. Nice job knowing where he was at on the field to get that foot in bounds, to get the big touchdown for this offense.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if they want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with the completion on that play.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Wide out in motion. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, offense.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. And this offense, undeterred by going just 1 for 4 on 4th down, will stay out there to try it again. Right down the middle. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Pulls it in. It's great. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Bruins are rolling down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Get it out on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Arkansas is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Hogs have gotten up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 2 to Auburn. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Moon. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. UCLA will go back to work on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this gold?
Fires the pass, intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Power football with the run. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Right back to the well. Runs through a tackle. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
3rd down coming up.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cougar! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, and knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Shaw. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They've got it at the 37, it's 1st and 10. The option look. Now the pitch. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the entire playbook is wide open on second and short like this. They'll keep it on the ground. Still running at the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver shows motion. He'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Snagged in the middle. It's Shaw.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looks as if he's going to run it. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking for a crease to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On the move. And the Bruins have enough for the first down. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll be brought down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. He'll try to slam it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Fires to the big fella. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw. It's Moon. Scrambling away. And the ball slipped out. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
Man, you're thinking, I got the ball, time running out. I got to go get a score, take the lead, win this football game now. Now you're just begging your defense to bail you out, not give up points, somehow try to hold on to this game and stay in it.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They want to run this quarterback. Short gain on the play before he slides.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. And the kick is good. He is once, twice, 3 times the kicker, and this one for the game. That was fun, and it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, throwing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, Dave, and that's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play, but you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.